Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. Before we get started, if you could please hit the subscribe button. Here are the games coming up March 24th, 2020. The first game on our list is Bleeding Edge. This is coming out on Xbox One and PC. The rating is teen. The constructs are blood and violence. Bleeding Edge is a fast and frantic 4-on-4 team brawler where every fighter comes mechanically enhanced for mayhem. Choose your fighter from a decisive cast of colorful characters from Edges of Society. Burn Rubber as bold and beautiful Buttercup with her detachable saw blades, wreak havoc as black metal rocker Gore in his electrifying guitar solos, or slash the streets as Damien, New York's most wanted assassin. The next game on our list is Moons of Madness. This is coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The rating is mature. The concepts are blood, strong language, and violence. With your only hope of rescuing millions of miles away, you are forced to explore the real-world fears of isolation and paranoia, enhanced with supernatural elements and cosmic horror. Terrifying visions and monstrous apparitions will make you question what is real and what is not, as the fabric of reality threatens to tear at the seams. Navigate a functioning Mars base in the game that uses non-fiction elements to immerse players in believable settings. Overcome obstacles using computers, electrical systems, rovers, solar panels, and more. Then go beyond the outpost and explore the darker side of Mars. Now let's dive deep into Gigantosaurus The Game. This is coming on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is everyone. The concepts are mild cartoon violence. This is a racing adventure game in which players help young dinosaurs on a quest to save their land. Players explore an open-world environment, collect seeds, complete objectives, and avoid various hazards. Some creatures can attack players, causing them to blink and lose energy. Players can stun creatures and use a tail whip attack to defend themselves. Up next is One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. This is coming out PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is teen. The concepts are language, suggestive themes, use of alcohol and tobacco, and violence. This is an action game based on characters from One Piece universe, in which players clear routes, defeat chiefs, and accomplish combat objectives to become king of the pirates. Players fight their way through hordes of enemies using punches, kicks, aerial attacks, and cartoony weapons. Some characters use various artilleries to defeat enemies. A frantic melee-style combat is highlighted by cries of pain, impact sounds, and explosions. Cutscenes sometimes depict characters getting dramatically slashed or impaled. Some female characters wear low-cut outfits that reveal large amounts of their breasts and cleavage. The dialogue also includes suggestive material. A handful of characters are seen smoking cigars, and one scene depicts a character drinking shake. Swear words appear in the dialogue. And the last game on today's list is Saints Row 4 Reelected. This is coming on Nintendo Switch. The rating is mature. The concepts are intense violence, blood and gore, sexual content, partial nudity, strong language, and use of drugs. In this open-world action game, players assume the role of a criminal character that rises to the ranks to become president. Players traverse a virtual city prison, engage in fantasy alien creatures, and battle enemy gang members along the way. Players use realistic gunfire, alien weaponry, and super abilities to defeat several creatures and humans. In a handful of missions, players are tasked with killing police officers and dispensing mayhem to complete objectives. Large blood splatter effects occur during combat. Some weapons cause characters to explode into pools of blood. Cutscenes also depict intense acts of violence, characters executed at point-blank range, players shooting or driving over pedestrians. During the course of the game, some female characters are depicted topless with pasties over their breasts. A handful of sequences depict female pole dancers performing at a strip club. Players can also initiate brief romantic encounters between the characters. One scene depicts a robot hovering in front of the male character. There is no depiction of the sexual act. A fictional drug is prominent in the game, and characters can sometimes be seen using the drug to boost powers. The screen distorts and shows its effects. Swear words can also be heard in the dialogue. Big shout out to bensound.com for the music. Please follow Parents Guide to Games on Facebook at Parents Guide to Games, on Twitter at ParentsG2G, and email any questions or comments to parentsg2g@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.